So this is really kind of unique because this is Daniel, and Daniel has been a friend of mine for a while, but just yesterday was the first time I met you. Yes. Yeah, it's really, really great to finally see you in person. The jigs that I use, this is the guy that makes them. And I've talked to you about it before. Live Pixel Creates, definitely go there because those jigs will save your sanity. I mean, they really will.
Oh, well, we'll make you crazy too, because we have so many different positions that you can use a blank. Yeah. Because we're right now at the booth of Great Lake Laser Supplies, and
which, by the way, Great Lakes Laser Supply is sponsoring this video on my end because they're just fantastic. I want to come grab a couple of things in a second. They've got some great laser blanks.
He's a great supporter. He's great in the community, and one of the things that he inspired is how much you charge per laser per hit. So let's say that you start lasering something and all of a sudden you have $5 on the front, and then you have a way to put it sideways. You have $5 on the side, and on the back you have $5. So when I design a jig now, the way I'm thinking is how much money the person can make per item. Because an item can be $10. But what if you can take another $10 on the same item that you already sell?
Upselling within something that you're already going to sell.
Exactly.
That's great.
So that's what inspired this. And actually, many of you probably notice that we update, my jigs gets updates frequently. And it's based on user experience. I don't like to have something say, well, that's how it was designed, period.
But I have to interrupt, and here's why. Because I honestly believe that, like, let's say X-Tool. Let's say they create the PS3. They just announced that, what, 2 days ago? 3 days ago? Something like that. He's probably already got jigs for it. I mean, that's how fast he is. And then goes and adds to them and adjusts them and changes them. So yeah, they're kind of awesome.
Yeah, and one of the reasons that happened is that when I go into the design process, I've been a designer for 22 years, 24 years almost. And it needs to be useful for not just one person. It needs to be useful for everyone. Right. So the way I design my jigs are meant to be useful for any laser, regardless of the brand, any size, regardless, is a portable, a big bed. And if you, for whatever reason, need something special, bigger printed, we actually have large format printing. So we can print now jigs all the way to cover your 24 by 36 bed. We can print jigs to be on your UV printing in different sizes. We have UV made jigs. We have logo jet jigs.
I want to get that UV printer if I do. I'm going to get me some more jigs, I have a feeling.
I'm still waiting for mine.
Yeah, I know. That's what I hear. But anyway, we digress. You know, you just showed me one of the jigs that you have and how versatile it is. How you can, matter of fact, hang on.
Yeah. So, while Roy is gone, he is part of the inspiration where I get with all these different jigs. And we have a bunch of different stuff that we use on this because people need it.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had to leave, but this is really, really cool. So this is a Great Lakes Laser Supply product.
I think they're called dip can.
Dip can, and there's like a whole bunch of places that you can, in theory, if you had the right jig, you'd be able to engrave on. And Daniel has created this. It's ingenious. It really is. So I want you to kind of show what and this is an example of one of the jigs. So very versatile.
So this jig has different sections, right? And these dip cans, you can engrave on the bottom, you can engrave on the top, but you can go in further. So let's say that you open it. This is what you want in these things because you don't want the chewing and spilling, you know?
Right.
But when you open, then you have a flat on inside. You want to engrave on that. Then also you want to engrave on the bottom when you remove the use plate. And then you also want to engrave on the inside a message, watch this thing or something, you know? So the way that we make this jig is one single jig that allows you to put every single position of this in different ways to always have it perfect. And we also thought about, okay, what happened with mass production? Someone is selling multiple of these for a vape shop or something. So these come some notches that are the ones that you open the bottom. And the jig has the notches as well. So when you put this one on the jig, it's there, but you spin a little bit, you flip it
And
there,
it aligns it.
and aligns it. So
That's
you
great.
always have the front perfectly. So they all going to be always perfect on the front with the little notches on the side.
That's
So
something
yeah,
else.
it's just something that.
And I know with the hat clip, when
Yes.
I'm doing Great Lakes Laser Supply hat clips, I use your jig, and it's so. Before I got your jig, I tried to put that little hat clip down, and I got a little piece of 3mm wood and set it down to try to get the right angles and everything. And I'm telling you, the jig just, even for, I've always said for jigs, if you're doing 1 or 2, do you need a jig? Maybe, maybe not. If you're doing a bunch, even 5, 6, 7, it's worth. The jigs are not expensive. They're very, very inexpensive.
We try to keep the price affordable for everyone.
Yeah.
In every scenario.
And get one, and then not only can you do it quickly, but then in a month or a week or whenever, when you need to do 3 or 4 more, you can do 3 or 4 more real quick.
Yeah, and that's something that is the beauty because we have a contract one time to make some keychain.
Right.
And that was a basic wooden keychain.
Right.
Well, it's already flat, just put it in there. And we did it on one of the F1 Ultras. So you have the preview, it's fairly easy to align.
Right.
But once you are in the number 30, you're easy to align.
Me at number
hours,
6.
Right?
Number 5.
Yes.
You
we have to make 300.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I actually stopped.
Yeah.
Design the jig, make the jig.
Yes, like
and
this
then
is
I just
ridiculous.
flew
I gotta
through
do it.
it.
Yeah.
And almost the majority of my jigs, and this is something that people don't know. People think that I just make the jig and sell it. We actually test and try every jig for at least 1 or 2 weeks.
Wow.
Before it's even on
Just
our
to make
website.
sure.
Just to make sure that, number one, it fits. I
Right.
print sometimes the same jig 4 or 5 times to make sure that I have consistent printing
Right.
on my jig, because sometimes they're small, especially with the jewelry in monopine.
Right.
And we print jigs and monopine that is for a stud earring that is 5 millimeters.
So, right.
So you want to be sure that it's precise.
Yeah.
So we test our jigs. We talk with the manufacturer of the blank to make sure that it will be consistent with their product.
That's really cool.
So we don't just make a jig and sell it.
Right.
We make sure that
Make
you
sure
have
it works.
some- and if for whatever reason, because production happens, whatever reason your jig has something off that doesn't work, you just need to send me a message, and we will send you a
I'd be shocked if that would happen. I would be shocked if it wouldn't work.
It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 3D printing, man. You know how it is.
Yeah.
3D printing is kind of a weird sometimes. Something happens, the filament bleeds on the side because whatever.
Right.
And we didn't notice when we were packing because I micro things. So we can't really notice all the time. And you just message me, and we are super happy to send you the jig back.
Yeah.
You don't need to send last.
So basically, what he's saying is a Live Pixel Creates takes care of you. So if you have an issue, if you have a problem, I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan because it really, really helps me with. Like I say, matter of fact, I got a really Great Lakes Laser Supply has a really cool can that it's got. I'm going to do a video on it, but my point is, I didn't want to do the video until I bought one of Daniel's jigs because he's got a jig for it. So I'm looking forward to being able to make that cool stuff he's got using your jig. I don't even want to try one without the jig.
I mean, try to do around the can, and you can find a way. You can actually just buy a drink, put it in, but then you have extra weight on the rotary and different other stuff.
Right.
But the coolest thing is, the majority of our jigs, especially the ones that are flat, they have a SVG file. So, and we try to always provide also an Excel created space file.
Okay.
So it's pre-made for everyone.
That's really cool.
So the alignment, we have a video that comes on the invoice on every person.
Right.
How to make sure that your alignment is
That's
perfect.
cool.
So there is no way to miss it.
And see, I didn't read directions, so I just grabbed it and put it on there and took it. And it still worked great.
We're men, we don't read directions. We just light it on fire.
Thank you so much for sitting with me for just a couple of minutes. And we've talked, and to finally meet you, it's really, it's my pleasure.
Thank you so much for the time.
Definitely check out Live Pixel Creates. Go check the jigs out. Even if you don't buy one, go look. And you'll probably buy one when you go look.
One more thing, Roy.
What's that?
Everyone is allowed to send me a message for a question, even if they're not my customers. You need a help with settings. You need a help with how to do something.
That's fantastic.
We have a Live Pixel Academy.
Right.
We're doing Fridays lives, and we have Talk Crafty to Me every Friday at 7 p.m. on YouTube.
Wow.
So we try to
That's
help the
great.
community.
Yeah, right.
This is a community, we need to help each other,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and you don't need to be a customer, you just want to ask me something,
Just to
I'll help you to get it right.
Send a message to Daniel and ask him. That's fantastic. And I wanted to let you guys know we're at the Next Level Laser Conference, and by the time you see this video, of course, the conference will be over. But the point is to be able to talk to really great people that have fantastic products that you and I need, and also to let you know that there's going to be a Next Level Laser Conference next year, and you probably need to start planning when they figure out when and where it is, definitely. And also like and subscribe so you'll see more videos from here at the Next Level Laser Conference, and of course all sorts of other stuff. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Take care.